You know, just when I thought summer couldn't get any better, this shows up on my front porch. And what is this? Check that out. It looks like a bourbon barrel. Can you see what that says? Copper Still Fragrances. And I'm gonna show you what is inside this because I'm so excited to talk about it. The Indie House Copper Still fragrance has struck again. And this time, what are they bringing to the table? They're bringing a boozy, fruity bomb. Check out this bottle, can you see that? This is Copper Still Fragrance Shine Punch. 3 sprays right off the bat. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Woo! It's already strong as shit. It's already intense. It's already getting me going, bro. All right, here we go. I can literally, it's filling up my ears. I not only can taste this, I feel like I can hear it. Right off the top, instantly, as soon as you spray this, before you even smell it, you get slapped right across the face with tangy, juicy cut fruits. It's absolutely insane. And that familiar boozy DNA that I've experienced with the rest of the Copper Still fragrances is definitely in this.
The notes and shine punch on. Pineapple, black currant, cherry, mandarin, orange, lime, bergamot, green apple, and Maggie Valley Moonshine.
Wow, this opening is just awesome. It really is. This is one of the best and most realistic tangy fruit openings I've ever smelled in any fragrance. I'm smelling cherry 100%, I'm smelling lime 100%, and I'm also smelling black currant, and I'm only familiar with what that smells like because my old neighbor, Aunt Marie, baked me a black currant pie, so it's pretty freshly baked in my memory. See what I did there? Currant, cherry, and lime with a boozy undertone, which I'm guessing is moonshine because it's called Shine Punch.
Ooh-wee, look what came in, y'all. Copper Still. Why is that backwards? Well, I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Turn the filter on there. There we go. Copper Still, shine. Let's see what we got here. There we go. There's that bad boy. There's that shine punch. That's what I'm talking about. There's that shine punch.
This literally, let's sum this down. This literally smells like a spiked punch. I mean, I'm guessing that's what the point of this was. Let's look again at the bottle. If you can see there is a little punch bowl. What is that called? A punch glass? A thermal? What is that called where you fill it up and you pour it? A pitcher? It's a fruity punch pitcher. I gotta do another spray. The quality mic spray, the atomizer's pretty good too. I mean, you can see how thick, let's watch that up close. Let me zoom. Watch, you can see how thick the oil is in this. It's insane. The sprayer comes out almost thick. Oh, the opening is so good. This whole room smells amazingly fruity. It is boozy. It's not too boozy though. The booziness isn't like overwhelming you. It's fresh cut, juicy fruits, cherries, lime, currants, and the booziness is under there and it's like a smooth booze that is a little bit spicy. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but you know what this reminds me of? This is literally, say you're chilling at a party, you know, you're trying to be cool, picking up chicks, someone comes up behind you, grabs you by the hair, and dunks your face right into the punch bowl until you can't breathe anymore. When you finally come up for air, they take a glass of moonshine and smash it right over that big melon or that noggin of yours. That's exactly the first impression spray that I get from this 1000%. You know, as this fragrance starts to dry down just a little bit, I feel like I'm getting pineapple, right? But not a lot, but there's like the notes, the fruits are toning, and the pineapple's coming out a little bit. It definitely is like an assortment of fruits. You do get the lime and the cherry, I feel like dominate this, but pineapple starts to surface. And you know something else I'm getting from this fragrance? It's a little bit, I wasn't expecting this, and it could be just me. I mean, I have smelled hundreds of fragrances, but it's almost like a soft leather note. And I don't know what that's coming from. It's like a clean leather, which is probably some musks in there. It's like a leather or like a suede type smell, but it's definitely in there. I wouldn't call this a leather fragrance. It's definitely a boozy, fruity fragrance, but there is some form of like leather vibe to my nose that is created in this fragrance, and I really dig that. You know what this reminds me of? Like, just smelling the bottle, when all these fruits come together, like instantly the first thought that pops in my mind, I mean, yes, fruit punch is one of them, but the other one is like a blueberry pie or like blueberry muffin, but like minus like the cakey part, right? You know how like cooked blueberry pie smells like the filling, or like a blueberry muffin when you have the fresh blueberries? Just isolate the blueberry, take it out. That's kind of what this smells like. just like first thought. If you just take all like the actual fruits you know that are in it, like the cherry and the lime, it's just like blueberry pie, and it's very, very pleasant. I've never smelled a fragrance, honestly, on the market today that smells like this. There's nothing out there that smells like this. You know what fragrances are the best fragrances to me personally? It's the ones that trigger nostalgic memories. And you know what? This one does it for me. It took me a minute because this is like a familiar fragrance. When you first smell it, it just gives you a familiar vibe. And you know what it is for me? It was me being about 9 years old in the early 90s, right? And I'm sitting in my backyard and I take a pack of zebra gum, the fruit punch zebra gum, and I stuff the whole pack in my mouth while I watch my dad, super drunk outside, cutting the grass. That's exactly the moment that this brings to me, and I love it for that. Let's talk about the projection and the longevity. Now, the longevity on this fragrance is really good. I've been wearing it for a couple days. The longevity lasted me 8+ hours, no problem. The projection on this right off rip is really extreme. I mean, not extreme, it's not quite beast mode, okay? It's very strong though. But after about 4 hours, I feel like the projection died down a little bit and turned a little bit more moderate. Now that could be because it was a brand new bottle. It might have to macerate a little bit like most fragrances do. I feel like most fragrances do get more potent the longer you macerate them. So I'm sure this one already started as a beast. I mean, you saw that oil spray. I'm sure it's gonna end like a beast too. I wasn't expecting, I thought this was gonna be like a strict summer fragrance, right? Like super fresh and bright. Now it is fresh. It's probably the freshest in the line that Copper still offers. But I think you could wear this year round. No joke. I mean, yeah, it's good for spring and summer, but you could easily, there's some warmth to this. And I think it's from the booze, from the moonshine, or that weird leathery accord I smell in there. I still smell a leather accord. It's like a fabric accord, like a suede. But I feel like that keeps us where you can wear this in the cooler months. I think this is honestly signature scent worthy. No one is gonna smell like you if you wear this. This is definitely solid for signature scent. Could this be safe for office wear? I think that it could be, depending on what your job is. You know, if you're a mechanic, you're already drunk anyway, so do it up, right? But I mean, like, I don't know, if you're a police officer, maybe not, but I don't think the booze is over top where people will think you're drunk wearing it. So I'm just gonna check that box. I say this is office safe. You know, there might be a few applications where it might be slightly inappropriate, but I'm not going any of those anyways. One of the other things about this that I like too that I wasn't expecting is it's totally unisex. For some reason with boozy fragrances, I don't know, they seem like kind of masculine. The other fragrance I reviewed from them, Copper Still 51, to me was a little bit more masculine. It was just a very good mapley bourbon fragrance. If you wanna see a video review, I'll post a link down here. Check that one out because that is like in my top 10 of all time. But this is totally unisex, it really is. I mean, if you like boozy fragrances, this is a no-brainer. You have to check it out. I actually just have to buy it. If you like fruity fragrances, realistic fruity openings, you have to just check this out. Even if you don't like boozy, check this out because like I said, the opening on this, I gotta smell it one more time. I really do. The opening on this is so good. It really is. It just has that like punch vibe, but it's tangy. It just hits you and it's so juicy and realistic. It smells like you're cutting up the fruits right now and soaking them with that moonshine. That's exactly what this smells like. Let's talk about the price of this bad boy. So this is the 50 ml and this is about $129. And for that price point, it's really good. It really is. And you can also get a 10 ml of this, which runs about $30, but this is so high quality. You saw that oil. I can't lie to you, it's still floating in here. You know what else I want too? I want my own signature, the Fragrance Channel Gunther fragrance. Well, he wants one. And I'm only saying it because he has a gun to my head off side of camera.
Give me that Copper Still shine. I'm gonna do some spritzes.
So what are my overall impressions? I mean, the fragrance is really good. You know, I'll give it a straight, for what it is, for a boozy fragrance, 9 out of 10 instantly, maybe even 10. It just depends on, you know, your vibe. Honestly, fruit punch, I'm not a fan of fruit punch. I'm gonna say it, I said it in a video a few videos ago, does that even make sense? I reviewed a watermelon fragrance and I don't like watermelon, but that fragrance was amazing. I don't like fruit punch, I will never drink fruit punch. Probably because I drank like 40 cups of it once and I threw up over a boat. We'll talk about that in a different video. But for what this is, it's absolutely amazing. It smells exactly like what the name suggests. Shine punch, spiked punch, moonshine and punch, realistic, high quality. I think this was what, 50% oil? The concentration on this, I'm not sure, has to be It has to be about 50, if not more. This is a true indie fragrance house, high blended, high quality stuff, hits way above the price point, and I can honestly see this house blowing up in the future. Release a couple more bangers. This is the Outlaw series, a couple different series. It's gonna catch on. And I was happy to know that I was on that train, strapped with dynamite, and I'll follow it right off the cliff. I really will.